Hey guys, and welcome to game number 97 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabble-bot BestBot in a 100-game match. It's definitely crunch time. We are at 42 wins and 54 losses through the first 96 games. On a win streak, though. We've won the last 4 in a row, so really hoping I can keep it up and get to at least 45 wins, which would require winning 3 out of the last 4. I'm first here, and I'm not too thrilled about this opening rack. I almost have Glottis, but I need an S instead of one of my 3 Ts. I might honestly trade the vast majority of my tiles here. I just don't have a lot of words. I really want to get rid of my G and 2 Ts, and I don't think I can do that. I could play Tot or Tolt for 8, which isn't terrible, but GIT is really not a good leave. I don't want to play something like Guilt, I don't think, for 10, keeping 2 Ts. I mean, it's close probably whether I should do that or trade, but I'm going to trade. I'm going to keep... What should I even keep? Do I even keep a T? Maybe I keep a T because I already have 3 of them and it's less likely to get duplicated. I have no idea. I don't think I want to keep an I. Yeah, I'm going to keep just a T. We'll see how this goes. Okay, this is not great, but at least I have an S and I can play Vow and clear out my rack on my next turn. It was definitely a weird opening rack because it didn't necessarily scream exchange at first, but there were just so few options. And the bot plays Jive. Yeah, I guess that's one downside to exchanging. The bot does still get access to the double letter score and double word score if it happens to have a 5 with a high point tile, but it's always a risk you take. I think it's still better to exchange and not give back all the floaters for bingoing. So I don't really have a good place for Vow now. Probably just Woo above Jibed or below Jibed. It doesn't really matter all that much, actually. I don't think. 23 points. Keeps ISTV, which isn't great. But as long as I can draw an E, maybe, and 1 or 2 other vowels, I should be in decent shape. I don't think it matters too much where I play Woo. Either way, I have the Woo's hook, and I can't really hook... Say, I can't hook EW here, and I can't hook WE if I play it here. So either way, it's not great for me. Honestly, I don't really feel like it matters all that much. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about it. I'll play down here, just because then if I do get something with Woos, I don't have to open the triple. So I'll play it over here. Like I said, I don't really think it makes much of a difference. Alright, I draw actives, or cavities. Cavities will play through the I and jibed for... Or jibed, excuse me, for about 100. 102, I believe, to be exact. And actives with Woos, so... Alright, well... Cavities no longer plays. I also have Vesicate through the E and Jivey, but that's pretty dangerous. I'm pretty sure that takes a D. I'm actually not 100%, but I'm almost positive that takes a D, and I don't want to open up a hook. I'm not sure if I don't have to. Because actives here, yeah, it's 5 less. But assuming Vesicated is good, it's definitely worth it to sacrifice the 5 points. And honestly, with Vesicate also... Putting that A right above that double letter going down to the triple is pretty scary. You could easily have an AX or AZ play for a lot. So I think playing actives and Woos is fine. I guess I could also play actives here for 70. So a lot of options. This is probably the safest, if I had to guess. But I guess either way, whether I play actives there or here, I'm giving back a bunch of floaters, including a double line. I guess here at least I don't give back an E. So maybe this is slightly better. I'll play it over here. Alright, I draw pretty well. I mean, definitely not going to be bingoing, but I should be able to hopefully score pretty well with my X, depending on what the bot does. You'll notice that even with my bingo, I'm actually barely ahead and probably going to be losing after the bot's next play, just because it scored so well both turns with its J, and I was forced to exchange my first turn. So that's always one drawback about getting into a hole in your first turn or two with trading. Okay, 2-pick comes down. That's a bit ominous, because the bot often has an S with that. In fact, very often. I just can't really do a whole lot. I mean, I'm not going to play Fax over here and give up 15 points over playing Fax next to Jivey. I don't think. I mean, that just feels like too much to give up. There's maybe a chance the bot doesn't have an S. It's pretty likely it does, but I guess it could have just had a really clunky rack and that was its best play by a mile. I don't feel comfortable giving up 13 points just to block that at this point in the game. Just doesn't really feel right. So I'm going to play Fax over here, and hopefully I don't get hammered too badly with that S-hook. But we will see. Okay, blank. That's always good. Kangs or uncages. Don't think either of those play. I can play Guidance through the I. Two-pick, that's 78, so that's certainly an option. Anything maybe through the D-O? I don't think so. Maybe through the A in actives? It's a little tricky. Yeah, the C-U-G is deceptively hard to deal with. I might have very little other than Guidance that's actually playable right now, so we'll just have to see what BestBot does. How about something through the K with like CK? Probably not. Maybe something in like AGE. Not seeing it. Yeah, I'm only seeing Guidance at the moment. So hopefully that stays open. If the bot has an S, I still expect to play with two picks, but we'll see. It's taking some time here, so not sure what to really make of that. I guess we'll see what to make of it when it eventually makes a move. Dang it. Bob. Blocking Guidance. So assuming I can't find another bingo, then I guess I've got a couple options. I can play Guck, which is nice to mostly block the two-pick spot. He could still start with an S, but it's not that easy to start a bingo with an S. And then he can't play a high-scoring 5 ending in an S. So that's not bad. It keeps AE and blank, which is obviously a fantastic leave. I could also go with Encage for 36. Scores a lot more points. Stops bingos with two picks, which is good. And keeps U blank, which is considerably weaker than AE and blank. So both of those plays pretty reasonable. I just want to make sure I don't have a bingo here, but I don't even know where I would play it. Let's also keep in mind, guys, it's sneaky, but Wooz takes an H for whoosh. So if I were able to play a 7 starting with H, it would fit. But I don't think that's going to happen. I doubt I have anything to the A in actives or through the I. Either the I in actives or the I in jibe. Yeah, there's just very few tiles to work with for 8s and very few places for 7s. Like, unless you have an S for two picks or an H for whoosh, you pretty much can't even play a 7. So I'd be very surprised if I'm missing a bingo here. So I think it's, yeah, between Guck and Encage. Like I said, they're both reasonable. Encage is 14 more points. That is a lot more points, for sure. The leave is a lot worse. U blank versus AE and blank. That being said, after Guck, even with AE and blank, it could potentially be difficult to bingo. Bop does signal a pretty good leave. I still am pretty confident the bot has an S. So Encage, yeah, it does at least stop bingos with an S. Guck stops most bingos with an S. I think both are fine, honestly. I don't have a strong feeling which one is better. I guess probably Guck, just because with this, yeah, I mean, U blank is just so much more prone to turning into a not good rack. Like with Guck, the good thing is also, if the bot is aggressive and tries to open it up, I should be able to respond with a bingo. Like, I'm still putting the bot on a very good rack after Bob, so I'd rather prioritize my leave, I think, and prioritize making sure I have a good response if the bot does bingo or open the board in some way. So it's close, like I said. I think Encage is also fine, but I'm going to play Guck. Alright, well now I'm very glad I didn't play Encage, because then I would have ended up with 2 U's. And even with this, I'm not sure if I have any bingos. I mean, I have Lacune and Cannulae. I don't know if that's going to play. Analog with an O or a G. Acholine with an I. That doesn't fit, unfortunately. Maybe a 9 through the D-O. Doesn't seem likely. Oh boy, okay. Hinters and whoosh. There's that spot I was talking about. Do I have anything through that S? I feel like I should. Or something at least through the T? There has to be a bingo here, right? Like, there can't not be a bingo. That would be seemingly impossible. And even a blank Q. Hold on, Lacunate, Cannulate, Tenacula. None of those fit. Okay, well, I can play Cannulate for, like, 57. But that's terrible. Annulate. There has to be something through this S, right? Unusable almost. That would be a triple-triple, but not quite. I have a hard time believing there's nothing through this S or this T. That just seems impossible. Angulate doesn't fit either. I'm just going through the alphabet in my head here. Alumni with an M is a blank, but that doesn't fit. Annulate, we already went over that. No, P? No, Q, R, S. Wow. It's so hard to believe that cannulate for 57 is my only playable bingo. Is that actually possible? I feel so confident I'm missing something here, but I'm going to go through one more time. I can't find it. Like, it's got to be through the S or the T if there's anything better. There's definitely no 7 starting with an S and 2 bics. Maybe something through the R in hinters? Unairable is not good. It's just inairable. Yeah, how is there nothing? I guess this rack is maybe just not as good as it seems. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I just am not seeing it. I don't know what to say. So, I think bingoing is still best here. It's not like I can score anything if I don't bingo, so alright, let's bingo for 57 and hope for the best. Dang it. That is bad. Well, on the off chance somehow this A stays open. Oh, come on. That didn't, that was short-lived. Yeah, I was hoping for Cades or Cotties, but it wasn't meant to be, obviously. So, things are not looking too good now, to say the least. Am I down 80? I guess I'll have to play QI here. 36. I could play Sanks. Maybe what if I play Sank? Is that insane? At this score? There's one S left? I mean, no, I think that's kind of crazy because, well, yeah, because the bot can just block down the F column right next to facts. If it has an I or a U, it can block pretty easily. I don't know. I think that's probably not a good idea. If I play QI here, like, I have 5 consonants, this board is dead. I guess maybe I can try to play, like, lid over here on a future turn instead of slid. Maybe that's a plan. Yeah, I don't know. I think I still have enough chances after this, maybe, that I should just do this. I think Sank is a little bit too crazy. It just feels like, I mean, I guess if the bot doesn't have like an I or a U, it can still play through this S though, right? Like, it can still play a 4 or 5 through this S. Yeah, no, it's too blockable. It's way too blockable. It has to be. So yeah, I think QI here. I definitely want to hold on to the S too, for plays like lid, like I was saying before. I'm going to have to make some opening at some point. But alright, yeah, let's just play Chi over here. Oh, man. Didn't even get one vowel, huh? That is not good. Yeah, I needed at least one vowel there to have, I feel like, any chances. Because now lid keeps 5 consonants. I'm going to have to play something like penned, keeping LLS. Yeah, this is, I don't know. I don't feel good about this game. I feel like I must have missed something with Guck or Cannulate, but I guess I shouldn't dwell on that. We'll find out soon enough in the analysis. I mean, what else am I going to do besides penned? There's nothing through this U and outgazed really worth looking at. Yeah, I don't know. Spelled gets rid of the S for no reason. I can't afford to keep 5 consonants. Yeah, alright. Penned it is. Hellos, but that's not going to play. Yeah, I desperately need to create some space here. I just don't know how. This board with that J right there is so constricted. I need to also, I'm down 90 points here. Like, even if I bingo, I'm in huge trouble still. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I think I need to score right now and just play F first to stay within range. Like, if I don't score, then I'm just gonna lose. I have to try to do this and then maybe open next turn. Because, yeah, I just have to score something here, I think. I don't really even know how I would go about opening the board at this point, but maybe lob or something? Let's just play F for now, because like I said, I have to get some points. Or you know what I guess I could do, maybe? What if I played, like, hell? Trying instead of shell? It's pretty easily blockable. See, this is the problem now. It's like the bot is just going to block whatever I play. Maybe I can get a good play with Atrial next turn. Yeah, let's just play and score. Yeah, all these one-pointers are not going to help me, that's for sure. What do I have? Maybe now something with Atrial? Play roll, trying to get the D for droll, or T for troll or something. Maybe Allah? He actually probably Allah. Wait, he played lid? Huh? Okay. That's very interesting. I mean, it must have, like, an absurdly good leave with the S. Like, why else would it do that? It's not stupid. I still don't understand why it would do that, given this score, but okay. I mean, glid is not good, so slit is the only hook left. Alright, well, now I don't think I need or want to play Allah. I'm just going to play Doll over here, I think. Unduplicate, and then hope the bot misses and I hit a bingo there next turn. I mean, if the bot bingos next turn, it's over anyway. So, like, I mean, I don't expect the bot to block. If it just opened that, then why would it block it next turn? Like, that doesn't make sense. So, oh, I just can't believe it actually did that at this score. It seems very foolish to me when the board was this tight, even if you have a good lead. Like, why open it up for your opponent? But in any case, yeah, let's just do this, I think. Ugh. Just not pulling the tiles here late this game, unfortunately. Yeah, GR was definitely not what I needed to draw. Not in the slightest. Yeah, no bingos here. I don't even think there are any 8s. I guess growlers, if somehow the bot... Maybe the bot will, like, float a W and I'll get growlers, but that's... I don't think can happen. I mean, I would be absolutely dumbfounded if the bot doesn't have the other... Okay, yeah, it's... I don't know why it's fishing, but, like, it is clearly fishing. It must have, like... I don't even know what, but some really, really good leave. Along with an extra E, if it's going to do that for 11. But I have no choice but to just keep praying the bot doesn't hit its bingo. Like, I think that's all I can really do. Maybe, does Reft hit enough? Let's see. So it hits Gowlers, doesn't hit an E, Golfers, Glories, Longers, Regisel would not play. So maybe I want to play the R elsewhere. It doesn't hit a ton. Lowers with a W. But it might be my best bet. I wouldn't mind scoring a few more points, though, too, to be honest. At this point, I'm still down. Yeah, if I'm down 66, even if I had a bingo there, I probably am still in a bad position. Problem is, it's just hard to really score. Maybe, I mean, Garb scores 9. It doesn't really help me too much. Grew, also 9. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here, guys. I could play Sorrel, but I don't think I'm going to get the other S, so that doesn't really work. Yeah, I think I'm just pretty much lost here. I can't even come up with any sort of good plan at all. Can't open anything with Arb. If I play like Gore, no, I'm just never hitting a G with this sleeve. That's a terrible idea. Yeah, this is too easily blocked. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't know. This is just pretty bad. So, okay, I think I also need to keep an eye on the number of tiles in the bag. I might need to try to bingo twice here somehow. So I think let's just fish off 1. Fish off an R probably. Either R or RG. I don't really want to play Reft, so that Regisel will still fit. Maybe Rid, just to open another line. At least for Grid, in case the one on the bottom left gets blocked. Yeah, that's actually not unreasonable. Let's do that. Ah, drew the E. Yeah, it was one of the tiles I didn't want. Alright. Well, wow, I'm surprised it did that. I mean, I have Aerogels, it's not going to be enough, but, like, aren't you better off playing it down the B column with Slid so you don't give back a potential triple-triple? Like, I mean, was there no possible triple unseen from the bot's perspective? I find that hard to believe. Like, there's only 4 left in the bag. I can't bingo twice. Like, why not slid? I don't understand, honestly, but okay. There's no point to fishing. Well, yeah, I don't think there's a point to fishing for a triple because the bot will block every time. I'm very confused by its last play, but alright, so Fumet comes down, and now I'll just go out with, like, Rome somewhere, or Mora. If I can? Well, yeah, I mean, I can play, like, Robes or something, or Roman. I guess Roman, probably. Unless, do I want to not go out? Well, it has Wire, and Wire's pretty annoying to block. Yeah, I'm still better off going out so I can get points for its W, too. So, alright, I guess... Yeah, I guess Roman is probably best. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So, alright. Good game. 422, 464. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way, but... yeah, a couple of questionable turns early on. I really hope I didn't miss a bingo. But let's see. I want to look at the bot's turns with lid and addonies, too. Like, that didn't make sense at all. Yeah, this was a strange opening rack here, guys. I mean... I saw Told, I saw Guilt, like, I saw all these plays, they just seemed so bad. I mean, 10 points, keeping OTT, I don't know, I figured at that point I would just trade. I guess, as we saw, the one, like, normally trading is defensive, but the one time it's not is when your opponent has a rack that's not at all a bingo rack, and they just want to get rid of tiles easily, like this, and score points. So, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I think Wu is fine here. Guess I could play Toe. I'm not really dying to give back that hotspot under the BO, but it's not really that big a deal. There's W, 2 Ys left. X is going to be hard to overlap. I think VIST is a little better than VIOS, though. I'm okay with Wu. Jivey comes down. Okay, yeah, Vesicate. Oh, let me check if Vesicate takes a D. It does take a D. It actually also takes an S, which I did not think it did. I thought Vesicate was an adjective for sure. So yeah, given that, I definitely made the right decision not to play Vesicate one short of that double line. Wow, yeah, I would have definitely been surprised to see Vesicates come down. I guess it's a verb. Yeah, I think for these two actives, either one is fine, but I don't see a good reason not to take this one and not float the E. Well, I had Bupkis on its rack, but I guess it didn't really play for any points or in a convenient spot. Yeah, this looks like a great play setting up the S. I figured it had an S. Oh, fax? I didn't see faxing. I didn't think about that. Honestly, that's probably a better play because CANG is kind of clunky, and this turns over 2 more tiles to go for the S. Now, it does give back easy overlaps next to the X, which is not great, but it also does, at least, if the bot scores with the S, give me a good play to the P. So creating the second spot might not be a bad thing. Yeah, this is definitely a better play. So, bit of an oversight there on my part. But, wow, amazingly, there was no playable bingo for the bot here with Orbeus on its rack. Yeah, I would have definitely spent a minute here just convincing myself there was nothing. Yeah, Reet box through the K doesn't fit. Nothing through the A. Yeah, wow, there's nothing indeed. So it elects to play Bop, keeping the super potent EIRST lead. Okay, so yeah, I didn't miss any bingos here, which is good. I was definitely waffling between Encage and Guck. I don't think this makes any sense, given I know the bot has an S, almost certainly. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is aggressive. I do have EN blank, but the bot clearly is sitting on a very good rack with Bop. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, I think Encage and Guck are both reasonable. I'm okay with Guck. It definitely makes it harder for the bot to bingo, but bot did happen to have a bingo with the H, and wow, Cannulate was the only bingo here. Goodness. That's amazing to me. I mean, like, I guess you have AAU, but, like, this is not that bad a rack. You have all 1 pointers and a blank, and that's your only bingo. I mean, I think it has to be right. Like, I can't give up 40 points here. I think I have to bingo. Unfortunately, I gave back Outgazed. Yeah, I thought about this, but I think if I play Sanks immediately, I think then the bot can just block on the bottom, and I don't even know where I'm going to go. I can't afford to get rid of my S. I think this is fine, like I said. I kind of like my plan with playing Lid and then opening. Unfortunately, I just drew all consonants, and that couldn't really work. I wonder why the bot played Tansy instead of Ditsy for 3 more. Is DIR better than ANR on this board for some reason? Not really seeing it exactly, but I mean, I don't think it necessarily cares about overlapping facts, right? Huh. Not really sure the motivation for not playing Ditsy, but maybe because there's 3 N's and 4 R's left. I guess that's possible. I don't know, a little bit of a strange play, but fair enough. Yeah, no, there's no way I'm getting rid of my S here. Come on, absolutely not. I need to hold on to the S to make a setup. Radiant for the bot doesn't play. Atria looks good. You could play Triad, but yeah, no reason to give back D plays. And also the pool is Val heavy enough that DN is very rarely going to land you in trouble. Yeah, like I said, Hello's here doesn't play. I guess E is fine. I mean, I guess I need to score. I'm down 90 points. If I don't score, even if I open, then I'm just going to be outside of bingo range. And okay, so this is where the bot played lid, I guess. I mean, like in a tournament setting where spread matters, I definitely get it, because you're keeping one of the strongest 5 title leaves in all of Scrabble, right? EINST. You're super likely to bingo. The thing is, like, if you're just going for the win, you're going to be up about 70 points. Like, why open this? There's still an S. I mean, if you just keep the board tight, I could see not playing Dental. I mean, honestly, Dental probably just outruns. You go up 92. But, like, just do this, right? Because you keep the same leave, and then the thing is, if from your opponent's perspective, if they don't open, they just lose because they're down 70. And then when they open, then you can pounce with your leave. Like, to me, that's the more sound logic when you have this kind of lead. Like, keep a good leave and keep it tight. Force your opponent to open it because they don't have a choice unless they want to just lose. And then you can pounce. Instead of trying to make the opening yourself, and then your opponent has first crack at it. Because now if I bingo and then you have all one-pointers and don't have a good response, things could get a little dicey. So I definitely disagree with the bot's decision there, at least from a pure win percentage standpoint. That definitely changed my calculus, because I was prepared to play Olive for 6 to the A and actives up here to open a new line, but I was like, well, the bot just opened that, so I don't really need another line. Now I can just score some more points. And yeah, now the bot just fishes again, so interesting. Okay, and then yeah, here... Yeah, I was kind of at a loss here, honestly. Maybe I should... Yeah, I probably should have played Rig. It's a couple more points. The G I probably want to get rid of, even though I do... I don't know, I don't think Rig, what I played, is terrible, just because I do hit, like I said, with probably about half of the unseen pool, almost. So I don't think this is terrible, but either way, I was in big trouble. Yeah, and this is what I don't get, though, guys. Like, why do this? Why not just play it here? It's 64 points. You're going up... What was that? You're going to be going up 126 with 4 in the bag. Your opponent cannot possibly bingo twice because there's only 4 in the bag. They need at least 7. And I mean, even if there's a crazy overlap on the A column, right, like a 6-way overlap, it's not going to score 120 points, most likely. I don't see how you're getting outrun. Like, I don't see how this mathematically can ever lose. If you guys can come up with any possible situation where this loses, then I'd be very curious to see it, because I do not think it exists. But this play here, I mean, if I have Wolframs, right? If I have FLMORSW and I triple with Wolframs for 230, then GG. Even if the bot bingo's out, I often win after that. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of other triples too. Like, that pool is not that bad. Firmware is over 200. I mean... Freeware. Like, I could keep going here. There's a lot of triples. The bot has made a lot of baffling plays, guys, in this series. This one I truly do not get. Like, this is just basic Scrabble strategy 101. When you're up over 100 points, if you don't have to, don't open as triple. Like, it's as simple as that. If you play over here, again, unless I'm missing something crazy, and please enlighten me if I am, because I just do not see how I can mathematically make up 126 points on this board. Even if I bingo for 120 on the A column, which I don't even think is possible, then the bot is still up tempo in the endgame and should be able to win. Like, I just am not seeing it. But there's a very clear path to defeat after this. Like I said, any of the triples I mentioned, or probably the 10 or however many I didn't mention that are out there that I didn't even see. Like, if I triple after this and the bot doesn't have an out bingo, then it loses. Because a triple for me, especially if I have a high point tile, is going to score at least 150 points, if not more. Like I said, if I hit Wolframs or Firmware, which are over 200, then in some cases, even when the bot does bingo out, I might have enough to win. So, yeah, if you ask me, this is a very glaring error by the bot. So I'm very perplexed by this play. If you guys have any idea, like I said, why the bot played this, why I'm missing something, or if I'm missing something, then let me know, because I am very perplexed. But in any case, that's what the bot did. I don't think there's any reason for me to not just throw in the towel and play aerogels, because there's no way for me to like open another triple with while playing less than 4 tiles. And if I don't triple immediately, obviously the bot is gonna block. So I think that's fine. And then I missed 4am for a couple more points, but that's not really here nor there. So okay, interesting. There was a very strange game. A few weird decisions for both of us, but overall I'm actually pretty happy with how I played, as it turns out. I definitely had some reservations about a couple turns, feeling like I was missing things, but looking at the analysis, guys, I don't feel that unhappy with any of my decisions. I mean, a few questionable plays, as is typical, like Guck versus Encage for sure was debatable. But generally speaking, you know, I think I played pretty well. The bot just kind of had the slight upper hand. It never ran away with it, but it felt like it had the slight upper hand for the majority of the game, and I never was able to quite overcome that. But like I said, I'm happy with the effort I put in. So unfortunately, that is the one loss I'm still allowed if I want to get to 45 wins. I'm now 42-55. So I'm going to need to go 3-0 in the last 3 games to get to 45, but I certainly believe it's possible. I just won 4 in a row before this one, so I certainly can do it. So let's go. I'll be there for game number 98 and hope for the best. So really appreciate all the support so far, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you soon for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.